also what the Bible calls the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is on the forehead, right? Everybody remember that from the Bible? And what was it supposed to mean? It's supposed to mean that you're captured in the grip of materialism. Well, that means that you don't have your spiritual access open. That's the symbolism. Symbolism is when you look at the chakras, you actually see a dark spot up here. So that's where that comes from. Now this is where it starts getting very, very strange. Access to the world tree, which is the repository of all spiritual wisdom and knowledge. So, the pineal gland has been explained through conventional methods, conventional means, to some degree. They have figured out what it does by looking at how when light strikes your retina, there's a little nerve system here called the preganglion sympathetic neurons.
You know that if you have a radio in your living room, and it's you have all frequencies in your living room, BBC, Radio Moscow, ABC, but your radio is tuned to one frequency. You're decoherent from all the other frequencies. You're only coherent with one frequency.
Right.
We now believe that the universe is vibrating, and that there are vibrations of different universes right in this room. There are the universes.
We are reptilian. So, but I mean, what's going on with this reptilian thing? Where's this theory really coming from? I mean,
it's coming from the demonic presences, and the fact that when they manifest in a reptilian, sometimes kind of shape.
So the demons manifest themselves in reptilian type of shape.
Turned into a reptile, and then came back to human, and then shape-shifted again and returned. So then when you talk to insiders, and when you look back at the texts that talk about the fact that this serpent race exists in planes unknown to man, just outside his frequency range, then there is a gathering mass of evidence that this is going on. And, you know, again, people who dismiss it without question, without research, and without reading further about it, they're not making a statement about me. They're making a statement about themselves. The idea that they can come to definite conclusions about something without even looking at it. I mean, excuse me, and you claim to be in control of your own.
When I woke up, there was an entity in the room, and it was, I cannot tell you how evil the presence was to my spirit. Whatever it was that was in my room was so profoundly evil. So I started having, for a lack of a better term, otherworld experiences.
What is the Galactic Federation of Light? The Galactic Federation of Light originates, its headquarters, now you hear all sorts of stories, Lyra, this, that, and the other, is in Orion.
Interstellar fleet out in the area of Orion. And as I saw it, in my mind's eye, I began to tune consciousness and this sphere with my bioelectric field. And as I held it, I put my hand out, and suddenly, zap, all these detectors started going off. Interstellar fleet out in the area of Orion. And as I saw it, in my mind's eye, I began to tune consciousness and this sphere with my bioelectric field. And as I held it, I put my hand out, and suddenly, zap, all these detectors started going off. And they went off for about 5 hours over the course of this past year. And these were going on at the same time, these objects coming through Orion. We're coming, my friends. And what they were saying is that we're coming. Nothing's going to stop it.
Don't be frightened. We need more. Come, faster visitors. You think that's so cool? The world's in bad shape, Father. Who wouldn't welcome a savior right now? They healed me, and I got no pain. It's amazing.
It's been 3 weeks since the visitors' arrival, yet thousands are still flocking to see the mothership in person.
Welcome to the New York mothership. My name is Lisa.
We're all so quick to jump on the bandwagon, but before we get on,
Let us at least examine it.
They've been printing fake docs, passports, IDs. They clean out like they knew we were coming.
Brian, please. Look, I told you I'm not the guy to okay? Stop calling me. We need your help.
I want him.
Anna would like you to do the interview. That's the danger. Gratitude can morph into worship.
They say that you two are obsessed with disease.
You know what the bees? We call it spreading hope. Do you have any questions before we go to air?
Just be sure not to ask anything that would paint us in a negative light.
Excuse me? I know the real reason you're here, Father, and I am not the only one.
We're honored and privileged to be able to assist mankind with our knowledge and technology.
They've been implementing a plan that will result in the extermination of every man, woman, and child. If you could speak to the protesters, what would you say?
That embracing change is never easy, but the reward for doing so can be far greater than anything you can imagine.
They gain trust with the promise of friendship, and of course all they're really doing is positioning themselves as the saviors of mankind.
So, now as a direct result of this occult revival, and also this contact with these supposed ETs, over the past 50 years, a new religious movement has emerged, known as the New Age movement. And an integral part of this New Age movement is the undertaking of this spiritual assignment, known as the divine plan. The spiritual reorganization of the planet. That's what they're attempting to do. Now, as we can see, in all likelihood, this extraterrestrial appearance is a costume. It's a smokescreen. But thousands of people are being deceived. Now, as Christians, we can recognize this smokescreen because the Bible tells us. Beware of the wiles of the devil.
Angel, an unclean spirit. They can assume any form or go into anything.
I have concluded that the aliens are demons.
I know you would rant for the rest of the show just on the spiritual tip. But
well, I got an interesting thing from the clinical side. The DSM-3, which is the Bible of the social workers, the new DSM-4 came out a couple years back, and they actually have it as a condition, demonic possession. And this is in the social workers' handbook.
People have been involved with it. Is, you can come up with all these different theories, but nobody knows where it comes from. And the person that I took the training from actually made the comment, listen, I don't care if you read tea leaves, I don't care if you use a Ouija board, I don't care, what you do, crystal ball, I don't care what you do, as long as your information is good and valid and, and it's correct, and we can use it. His theory was, who cares how the information is gotten? And that, for me, that was a huge red flag, because I'm thinking, wait a minute here, Ouija boards? Really? I'm thinking, I thought what we were doing was scientific here. It should matter to you where that information comes from, and it better come from the Lord, or, we know where, there's only two places it can come from, Russ. But I want to make that point, and I want to make that very important to people, is that these guys that have been in it from the inception have no idea where it comes from.
The Bible predicts the giving of non-human enhancements, counterfeit signs, wonders, abilities. The dark side can counterfeit all the charismatic giftings that God gives, a word of knowledge, a word of wisdom. So that's why I press the issue. It does have a source, and it's clear that the source isn't God, because it's constantly leading people away from and bringing a reframing and a complete revisional view of the Bible of Christ and so forth, even at the end of days. And that's what concerns me with a lot of it, because you got high school students now, accessing the videos and beginning to try to learn how to do this and go passive and open the mind. Now, John and I were talking, and I'm telling the folks in the chat room and others, we were talking the last week or so here, and I was sharing back when I was in a Buddhist temple before I came to Christ. That was what we were told. Go passive and wait for stuff to begin to come to you. and it may not have been like coordinate or controlled, but I mean we were in a disciplined approach, and we were waiting. But he made no bones about it. This master that was teaching us from China, he made no bones about the fact that eventually you might feel things, you might get thoughts, you might get communication, you might go out and visit, you might get abilities, but eventually these ancient masters would come to you and begin to interact, and they might even want to get into your body. Now, have you heard any of the guys, any of the first generation guys, talk about entities that they've engaged, or entities that engage?
It's funny you mentioned, Russ, they all talk about that, and I kind of poo-pooed that, and I didn't, I just thought, they're inviting them in, this is something that they're seeking, it's something what I'm going to do, and I think I mentioned to you in a previous conversation, I was doing a remote viewing session, probably a year after I took the first part of the training, and I told you this story, Russ, and I'll gladly repeat it to the listeners. I was sitting at the table with pen and paper, and I literally felt something standing behind me, and it wasn't my imagination, okay? It got to the point where literally my body was bent over in the chair sideways because the thing was almost forcing me over, and I'm telling you, it was in the room, it was real, as real as that pen and paper that I was working with, okay? This is a real experience. This whatever it was, entity or whatever it was there, okay? And that's another thing I'd like to get across to everybody listening. Anybody that gets into this for any period of time has these types of experiences, okay? They have, and it's poo-pooed in the training. They say, well, it's just a paranormal experience, and just ignore it. It's no big deal. It happens to everybody, and it's like, well, wait a minute, I mean, that was something that bothered me greatly at the
Hey, Monica! Oh my God, Monica!
Ordinary wisdom, power, and knowledge. And consequently, I don't see them, if this be true, this is just an article of my belief, but if this be true, that there are entities here who are not completely human, but who are a combination of the divine and human, then I see no problem with this. I accept that there are powers over us, and I think that they will reward you for your diligence and your intelligence. If you intend to be stupid, then...
Insect creatures all around. Again, one of my alien-type encounters under ayahuasca had these segmented insect-type eyes. Or being in an alien laboratory of creatures that probed one of the volunteers in some strange way. And this sense of just blasting through into another realm and encountering beings there who are expecting you to arrive. I mean, one of the very strange examples is where one of these volunteers, under the influence of DMT, meets a being who basically says, "I'm so glad that you've discovered this technology. Now we can communicate more often." A number of volunteers reported that similar experience. Now, is this personal inner space, or is something else going on here because of the transpersonal element of this, experiences that are shared by many, many, many people? And Rick Strassman, eventually he actually had to give up his research because it was so mind-blowing in the results, that his volunteers were meeting the same beings in the same realm. How could that be explained within the modern Western framework of understanding reality? Could it be that they were all getting this UFO imagery from our culture? Maybe they read the National Enquirer or watched, whatever. Could it be that? Well, no, because there's a work done with DMT and human volunteers in the 1950s Now, that's important because not a single abduction case was reported before 1961. Not one.
It starts getting very, very soon access to the world tree, which is the repository of all spiritual wisdom and knowledge. So, the pineal gland has been explained through conventional methods, conventional means, to some degree. They have figured out what it does by looking at how when light strikes your retina, there's a little nerve system here called the preganglion sympathetic neurons.
You know that if you have a radio in your living room and it's you have all frequencies in your living room, BBC, Radio Moscow, ABC, but your radio is tuned to one frequency. You're decoherent.
And then came back to human and then shape-shifted again and returned. So then when you talk to insiders and when you look back at the texts that talk about the fact that this serpent race exists in planes unknown to man, just outside this frequency range, then there is a gathering mass of evidence that this is going on. And, you know, again, people who dismiss it without question, without research, and without reading further about it, they're not making a statement about me. They're making a statement about themselves.
From all the other frequencies. You're only coherent with one frequency. Right. We now believe that the universe is vibrating, and that there are vibrations of different universes right in this room. There are the universes.
Are reptilian. So, but I mean, what's going on with this reptilian thing? Where's this theory really coming from? I mean,
it's coming from the demonic presences, and the fact that when they manifest in a reptilian. Sometimes kind of shape.
So the demons manifest themselves in reptilian type of shape.
Turned into a reptile.
Is also what the Bible calls the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is on the forehead, right? Everybody remember that from the Bible? And what was it supposed to mean? It's supposed to mean that you're captured in the grip of materialism. Well, that means that you don't have your spiritual access open. That's the symbolism. The symbolism is when you look at the chakras, you actually see a dark spot up here. So that's where that comes from. Now this is where
the idea that they can come to definite conclusions about something without even looking at it. I mean, excuse me, and you claim to be in control of your...
When I woke up, there was an entity in the room. And it was, I cannot tell you how evil the presence was to my spirit. Whatever it was that was in my room was so profoundly evil. So I started having, for a lack of a better term, otherworld experiences.
What is the Galactic Federation of Light?